Oh my goodness. He almost... Bertwin, my wild man. Oh, Bertwin. Hey everybody, Stratix here, taking a look at Battle Brothers, a turn-based tactics game with some interesting twists. This is an early access game, so there's a lot that they don't have yet, but what they do have is a solid working core. So this is the twist is, you have your, oh my goodness, I've been attacked. You have your turn-based battles, like so, like we're seeing right now. And it's highly strategic. There's a lot of mechanics, a lot of numbers and math going on in the background for anyone who's played any kind of game like Pillars of Eternity, or Final Fantasy Tactics, or Disgaea, and the like. But the twist is, a lot of stuff is procedurally generated, and in my opinion, it gives the feeling of an immersive kind of little bit, like an actual moving and kind of changing world, which is really neat. So I've got this bowman here, and I've got quick shot, aimed shot, and of course I have so many action points I can use. Alright, to kind of break this down for you, anybody who's played a tactics strategy game know that there's lots of math going on behind the scenes. There's math governing, because it's like a modern day chess game. There's lots of things going on that'll make you want to try to be strategic about where you place your guys, how where you move them and when you move them, and how you shoot and what you shoot, because you're juggling all these numbers. So now I can try something here. This costs 4 AP, builds up 25 fatigue. Let's see. Plus 10% chance to hit. Let me see what my chance is. 51. Oh, I hit him. This game is not just the twist that it's a typical strategy turn-based tactics game with the twist of procedurally generated stuff like questing and a procedurally generated world. There's actually a lot of terrific uniqueness and ideas in the standard strategy formulas. Their numbers and what they decided to do is really interesting. Like, do you notice they have separate helmet and separate chain mail for the chest? Those things add a new little dynamic, because they took this idea of move this guy and attack. Ooh, missed. They took this idea that they wanted to lower the threshold. Ouch. They wanted to lower the threshold of pause spamming and reloading. And they had to do that because it's a tough game, and if you wanted to, a person could just keep replaying. They could just play, oh, I did bad, so I'm going to reload this game. And then the next game you might perform a little better because maybe you have a move that there's a 50 or 60% chance of doing a critical hit that does a lot more damage. And then you can just keep reloading, and then on one of the reloads you do better because you got that critical and that caused you to win. They lowered that. They kind of tried to smooth that curve out by having some kind of a mechanic between your armor, and a smaller percentage chance of either hitting you in the chest or the head. And then if you got hit in the chest or the head, there's another percentage chance of doing more or less damage overall. And they said that what that does is it smooths things out. Now they are trying to make random battles on the world map, but they want to figure out how to balance that with the other procedurally generated stuff they've got going on without it interfering or becoming a hindrance or overshadowing their other plans for gameplay. But let me try this one. Inflicts 4 damage to shields, so I'm gonna try to... Ooh. Oh yeah, take that. I'm not like 100% sold on the artistic style for the characters. They are kind of, you can tell that they were kind of modeled after after maybe the idea of a tabletop miniature. Because see, they all seem to have a base, and then, but the art is very well done. And it's kind of neat how the art changes to represent a little bit about the character and his condition. Ow. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna live through this. Well, I took him out, but I've got 3 more of these guys. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. 1 more hit. That's it. Let's see. Oh, wow. I got so lucky. So there is some luck, I suppose. I mean, there is still chance-based stuff in here, right? Oh, man. There's no way I'm gonna live through this. No. Oh, wait. Where are you going? Oh, that's all she wrote. And if I had won, there would have been loot to be had. But sadly, we have succumbed to the violence of war. So let's start a new campaign. And let's go on easier and start. And then I'll show you more random stuff. You can have up to 12 guys in your roster. I started out with 2,500 gold here. Okay, so I can go right to hiring some people. I can hire a bunch of guys that I have money for. Some of them are really expensive, but I have to also buy and outfit some starting gear, right? But you don't get too bogged down in it, because when you start the game, you're hiring these guys, they come with their own stats. And you can scroll over to see what their main profession is. This guy's a rat catcher. Let's see, here's Sidman. He is a squire. That might be good, but he's expensive. I would look and see, you know, kind of look at them. And over here is some different kind of skills they have. This guy here, let's see where I can find him. Now you'll see this one symbol for some of these guys because you start with some. And they get a bonus because they're founding members of your company. So I also have this, his background is a bower, so obviously maybe want to play to those strengths. And here is a ton of their stats: body armor, head armor, action points, fatigue, effectiveness versus armor, chance to hit the head, vision, initiative, all kinds of stuff going on here. So you can play with that. And so you do have a little bit, you can kind of play around with trying to get a good party started. You could bog yourself down a little bit, but overall, you're just, you know, kind of quickly jumping from town to town, and, you know, and then every town you can have a chance to, like, buy more guys and food and weapons and stuff, right? And the idea is, in between all that, you're taking contracts. You will have guys dying, but you can always get more. And you're taking contracts or quests, and you're completing those quests and winning money. Let's take this guy's one quest. here. This is always the starting one. And their story, like I said, there you can actually read background. Let's go back to this. See this here on the right? Although a squire, Sigmund's life largely meant guarding prisoners of war, much to his chagrin. You know, this is like this is sort of like randomized backgrounds. So they wanted lore and a little bit of depth, you know, immersion in the game. So you'll end up exploring this world, and like I said, it's early access. They don't have everything in the game, but what they do have is very solid, because you can have solid, fun battles to eat up all of your free time. Jeez, he's way too healthy. Oops. That's funny. He's falling apart and bruised. Okay. $56. Ouch! I'm not gonna live through this. I am not gonna live through this. Oh. Man, archers seem to be deadly. Deadly archers. Yeah, he's dead. He's all but dead. I mean... no loot again. I didn't win that one. Either. Okay, that's pretty much a look at this. I'm gonna try to edit this video up, so it might jump around. So, thanks for watching. Check out all my other videos you can, you'll see in the description at the end. But this game is on Steam. It's in early access. I think... I can't remember how much it is right now. Maybe like $20 or something. All the links will be in the description below. So, and let me know how you like this video at all, if you're at all interested. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I'll see everybody in the next video.